Jay Crawford, Adam the Bull, Garrett Bush, and so many big names, it would take me hours to say all of their names. The ultimate Cleveland sports show. Booyah!
Hey-oh!
Happy Monday! Hey, what'd you think of the game? Are we going to the Super Bowl? Come on, Bull.
Kool-Aid
I'll
up.
tell you.
There you go.
There's one thing the Browns have to do to get them to the Super Bowl. One thing.
Win every game.
No.
Well, that would work.
If they do this, they will win every game.
Oh, okay.
Start Dorian Thompson-Robinson. Week 1, I want him out there. Forget this Deshaun Watson nonsense. He was a flash in the pan. Dorian Thompson-Robinson has looked phenomenal.
Yeah, he did look good.
He's
back. You know, he's doing it against guys that are going to be looking for jobs soon, but he looked good.
He did.
For the second straight week. Welcome to the Ultimate Cleveland Sports Show. I hope you had a fantastic weekend. Rain on Saturday sucked. Got the game halfway in, 5th inning, tie game. Boom.
Were you out? Did they pull you?
No, I was pitching at the time.
No, but I'm saying, did they pull you after that? The game was over?
We had lightning, so they pulled us in the dugouts for about 10, 15 minutes. Lightning persisted, game over.
Oh, okay, you didn't pick it up.
Sucked. I hate that. You played softball yesterday.
I did, and actually, I say everything hurts, but I didn't injure myself, which is good.
Key.
I'm just sore from playing softball. We had parents versus kids, so we took the kids got me this shirt,
which is a
the teams
great
got me this shirt, and we played parents versus kids softball. The parents scored in the bottom of the 6th to take a lead. We held on 9-6.
Nice.
Or 9-7, and they had a tying run at second.
Was it baseball that you were playing or softball?
No, we played softball.
Okay.
Well, because some of the moms were playing, and
you
didn't want to get anybody.
Right.
Even my wife played.
Did she really?
Yeah, she was out in left field a little bit.
Good for her.
She put the couple of balls in play in softball.
That's fun. I want to commend you. I did this Friday, but I want to do it again. Little League can be one of two experiences for kids.
Yeah.
It can be one of the most memorable athletic experiences of your life, or it can be miserable.
Yeah.
And you have done everything in your power. You should be in a bigger position in the Rocky River Little League.
We're working on that.
Not just coach. I think you should be commissioner or board member or something, because the whole idea is to make the kids fall in love with the game.
That's right.
And if you were to poll all the teams in your league, who I know nothing about,
right,
your team would have the biggest love for baseball factor of anybody in the league, and that's a testament to you.
Thank you very much. And
Kudos
I hope
to you.
that's the case. Thank you. Great bunch of boys and very nice parents.
I
got cards. I
bet you did.
Very nice things for the family.
The picture, reminds me of Sandlot.
It does, right?
When I saw it, I thought initially that's what it was.
And that picture was taken here when the boys, because you weren't on that day, but the boys came
black
and
and
watched
white.
the show.
It's
so cool. I love it.
Old school baseball.
I love it.
Does Aaron got one more year?
He's got 2 more years.
Wow.
Next year he moves up to the Major League division.
But it's all under Rocky River.
It's all under Rocky River Little League. When you're going, at the end of 3rd grade and the end of 4th grade, you play in the minors.
Yeah.
And at the end of 5th grade, end of 6th grade, you play in the majors.
That's fantastic.
So will you be coaching next year?
I will, yeah. But I think I'm going to get on the board this year too.
I think you should have more input. I don't know what that looks like. I don't know if it's commissioner, board member, what.
We're working on it.
The whole idea. This is the mission statement of every little league in America. This is what it should be.
Right.
Build a lifelong relationship between player and game.
Absolutely.
And you've done that. You've fostered the love by taking the kid. Now, you just happened to take them to the best game of the year.
It literally was.
But you took them. They had a great time.
Yes.
And your team has bonded in a way that reminds me of the way my team bonded.
These kids will always be friends. Like, I made plans for a bunch of the kids to go to the pool together later this week. It's
fantastic.
They're having a great time.
Great.
Thank you.
So I hope everybody had a good weekend.
Yeah.
It started with the Browns' loss to the Commanders 17-15.
Yeah.
And that's where we're going to begin the show. Before we do, first hello of the day to Mikey behind the glass and all the guys back there that make us look good. Good weekend for you. What happened?
Very good weekend. As you guys know, my parents were here and we had...
Did you get your steak dinner?
We didn't eat steak, but I did eat very well. We ate a lot, had a good time. The weather, for the most part, pretty good. We had a little of that rain on Saturday in the middle of the day. At least it was done early enough to then enjoy the rest of the afternoon. But overall, really good weekend. My parents loved coming in, loved meeting you guys. We had fun at lunch afterwards.
Nice.
My mom's a big fan of director Steve. They said Adam the Bull is exactly what they expected in a good way. There is no what you see from Bull is what you get.
100%.
In real life,
Yes.
in production meetings, after the show, the only time he changes a tad bit, and this is a good thing, is for Little League. He's not full Bull when he's coaching the Little League kids, which is probably for the better.
He's positive Bull.
He's positive Bull, yes.
Yeah.
And he's
That's what they need.
We've mic'd him up. You guys have seen it firsthand. He's a great Little League coach. And we got a big show. We're talking 2 hours of football today. But before we do that, I do want to remind people that if you haven't already stocked up your wardrobe with all the Browns gear you need for the upcoming season, I highly suggest and highly recommend heading over to fanatics.com/UCSS to purchase your next round of Browns gear. It's the same normal prices you would find on Fanatics, but we only get 3% of that back to help the UCSS cause. So let us help you by looking super swaggy on West 6 and at Cleveland Browns Stadium for the upcoming season by purchasing that gear at Fanatics, and that helps us out too on the back end. So we appreciate you guys. We've already had a bunch of people make those purchases.
Wonderful.
We can't see what y'all have got, but I guarantee it's the flyest stuff they have on the website. So once again, that link is fanatics.com/UCSS. And with that, Jay, let's get to it.
Yeah, let's get to it quickly. One thing on the garb. We all love the white helmets. They look like stormtroopers. They're badass. I think it's the best uniform in the NFL.
When's the last time you said anything badass about the Browns?
Never.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Never. Not in my adult lifetime.
That's right.
But what I like, I don't know how they monetize that from a swag and merch standpoint, because it's the helmet. Nobody's out there buying helmets.
That's true, yeah.
But man, is it a sharp look. It really is a crisp, clean, sharp look.
I'm surprised they did it. I'll give them credit, because the Browns really have not done any of that. They have not really went out and just done the due diligence of trying to get newer people and younger people involved.
You think the Bengals forced them to do it?
Yeah, I think the Bengals helmet really was a catalyst to what they were doing. We lost a lot of people. Like Bull said it one day. He mentioned it to to some of the kids that he coached basketball and baseball, little kids. And a lot of them don't say the Browns are their favorite, team.
Yeah.
A lot of them say that they're other teams, Chiefs or whatever.
Steelers.
So if you can't win, one of the best ways to do it is have really cool-looking jerseys or something new that people can gravitate to.
And they did that.
Right. If a little kid, if an 8-year-old, a 10-year-old, 12-year-old is not a diehard Browns fan,
that's a problem.
He's not going to buy a Browns jersey because it's cool, because it's not.
No.
It hasn't been.
You're right. All right, let's dive in. We're going to start with Deshaun Watson, and I want your guys' takes before I weigh in on did we see enough of him? He threw the ball 3 times. He ran the ball 3 times. Good night. Was that enough?
I wanted to see another series. I could see why. Stefanski kind of pulled him a little bit. I can look at it and say, okay, it was a little bit of a bad weather. Field was slick, but you didn't see too many people slipping down or whatever.
No.
They moved up and down the field. I thought the offense moved well. They did get points in the red zone, and I actually even tweeted, I'm glad they didn't score, because hopefully they'll put them back out for a second drive, and we get to see more of
I thought the same thing.
And when they
There was some odd play calling, by the way, at the goal line.
Yeah, now I know you don't want to show your goal line package. You don't have to.
Right.
But you're right. I mean, that's the best they had in the secondary play calls.
That was weird.
That was
because it was a great drive until they
beautiful
hit
drive.
the 3-yard line.
How many times have we said that, though? Hey, until they got it up to the goal line, it was a great drive.
Yeah, way too many.
Especially in shotgun. Like, if you're going to be in a shotgun, give me a play action or something. Give me something. But you know what? I thought he looked pretty good. The thing that I was impressed about, that I liked, wasn't just him throwing the ball or completing the passes. It was the rhythm. It was how he was moving the ball, how he ran when he had a spot to run. He ran with purpose. It wasn't like, I'm out here, oh my goodness, I didn't know that blitz was coming, let me run around a little bit. Yeah. It was more planned. It was decisive. He got the ball moved up the field. And I just liked the play calling and the flow of the offense before then. It looked like he was a guy that was like, okay, yeah, I'm comfortable now.
Do you think rust is off, good to go, no excuses, week 1, Cincinnati, big game?
Oh, he said it himself, no excuses. He said all that's out the window now. I'm ready to go. If I play terrible against Cincinnati, that's just on me. But none of the rust, all that other stuff, I felt he looked comfortable, and I thought that Kevin Stefanski saw enough for himself in that locker room and for the team to say, okay, we'll punt on that one. Let's go to Philadelphia.
I would like to see him play some more in the preseason. And I think I was in this camp at one point, and I've totally changed my mind on this. This idea of being scared about a player getting hurt, you can't live that way.
No.
You know, it's guys used to play every minute of the preseason. There would be 6 preseason games back in the day. Like you can't just say, "Oh, what if he gets hurt?"
I told my son that over the weekend. He couldn't believe it. That there used to be 6 preseason games.
Yeah.
And the guys played.
They played all the time.
It's unreal.
I mean, it was crazy that there was 6 preseason games. If you watch the movie, by the way, the place you see it is. Remember the movie Invincible, which was really good? About what was the player? Vince Papale, very good. That season, they taught in that movie, they referenced the 6 preseason games.
Exactly right.
And it's crazy. But now, guys barely play. I will say this. I don't believe all the rust is gone. I don't know if I'm conning myself into believing he looked more confident out there. I felt he looked more confident than I saw him last year, but I'm not sure about that. It was one drive. He threw 3 passes. He was fine. Wasn't like amazing. Certainly wasn't terrible. I thought he looked fine, but I would want to play him more. But ultimately, it comes down to Stefanski and Watson. Do they think he needs to play more?
Right.
If they do,
Yeah,
then he should play.
What we think doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. The bottom line is, no matter what, whether he plays 1 more snap, 50 more, or none, the days of excuses. Fans, media have made excuses for this franchise and this team forever. Yeah. It's over. There is 0 excuse. They have everything they want. They're a very talented team on paper. Now just go win some freaking games. I don't want to hear about schedule, rust, nothing. Win games, that's it. Nothing else matters.
Yeah, that is the bottom line. No excuses.
Yeah.
I mean, we can't hear. He's not going to play it Thursday, is the word.
Yeah.
So, he's going to get some reps against another team in practice. Not the same.
Right.
You're not dealing with crowd sound. You're not dealing with just the pacing of the game.
The pressure of knowing you're going to get hit.
The pressure of knowing that you could get hit and hit hard. Not enough.
I think he's going to play against the Chiefs.
I think he is too.
But we don't know for sure.
And I want to see him for a half. At least a half.
I would.
You want to see him too, don't you?
I would play him 3 quarters against the Chiefs.
Yeah, we need to see him.
I need you. To be truthful, that game would do more for him, his skill set, his confidence, and the team's confidence. Because let's see, and this is in the back of people's mind. People don't ever think about this. Baker used to look good against the Chiefs. Baker used to look good against the Chiefs. So you want to see, if you say you back, we want to see how you match up against Patrick Mahomes. We want to see how you look at Arrowhead, because this is where we want to be at. This is the game right here.
That's the yardstick. That's the AFC, they are still the yardstick.
They are.
We might have to go through this team at the same place about 8 months from now. Right here in Arrowhead.
And Andy will likely play his starters if he holds true to form like last year.
Right.
We'll see his starters for the first half.
Deshaun Watson should not come out of the game before Patrick Mahomes.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
Now, I was in real time, I was not at all happy that he threw 3 passes, 12 yards, done. Put him up in mothballs again. Right. But I'm not going to beat the Browns up for that, because I do think there is a chance that he plays significant series and snaps against the Chiefs. I know he's going to not play against the Eagles, and at least that's what we're told so far. If he plays significant time against the Chiefs, that's the most important one anyhow, because that's the slingshot game.
Yep.
You're using that to get into the Cincinnati game in the regular season. So what we've seen of Deshaun Watson, though, is not nearly enough for me to say, yep, Russ gone, he's good, let's go.
No,
he threw 3 passes for 12 yards.
Yeah.
And he ran it 3 times for 20 yards. They looked good for the most part on the drive. They got 0 points. Those are facts. I have to see him a lot more before we go to Cincinnati, or before Cincinnati comes here for week 1. Because I can't say rust is off yet.
I wonder if the plan had been originally for him to play more, but that the weather changed the plan.
You know what? I don't know. They didn't really talk about it in post-game.
Right.
Kevin Stefanski said he felt fine with the play calling and everything felt fine. But I'm wondering, Bull, because it wasn't just rain.
Oh, God. Yeah.
It was torrential rain.
Yeah.
And imagine selling this to your fan base. Yeah, he twisted a knee, twisted an ankle. He's out 6 to 8.
That 6 to 8 is devastating.
Then, it could cancel the season.
Yeah. That's
so if that's the reason that they got him in and got him out, I'm okay with that. But I still need to see him for a lot of playing time against Kansas City.
I would hope we would see him there.
I take a look. For me, I still don't. I don't like that, man. I would like to see him against Philadelphia. Like I understand.
What we see of him in practice won't be enough for you.
See, this is. I'm starting to think of it like this a little bit differently. People is telling me that these is the great practice reps, and and this is really going to be what it's like. They get much better work. They get way better work in practice than what they're doing in a situation. And I'm like this to me. I'm like, I don't believe that, because it's a different pace when you're in practice. You're never going to get what you got out of practice with a coach sitting there blowing the whistle early. That's not a situation that you're dealing with. I get that you're saying that you guys are going to get some good work in and do your thing, but at the end of the day, I just don't believe playing 7-on-7 against a different team. Yes, it's better than playing against your own guys, but it is not the same level as reading, throwing, guys garbage around your feet, especially when you're dealing with up front. Up front, it's like, all right, we're gonna go 2 steps. We're gonna brother-in-law this thing. We're not gonna try to hurt nobody. But there is no substitute for game reps when you talk about the speed of the game. And so I get what you're saying, but I still would put him in a couple series. That's just me.
I wonder if because of the practice reps that he's going to get against Philadelphia, you're seeing the top 2 teams in the NFL in the last 2 weeks before you get ready for the preseason.
Right.
In that, I think the Browns caught a break with the schedule.
Sure.
Yep.
Because, the Eagles are the measuring stick in the NFC, and the Chiefs are the measuring stick in the AFC.
Yeah.
And the Browns are going to see them significant time on the field in practice,
Right.
and then they'll get to play the last preseason game against Kansas City.
I would play all the starters for the first half except for Nick Chubb in the 3rd preseason game. I'd play everybody else. I want to see Amari Cooper out there,
and
assuming
defense.
they're healthy.
I'm not talking just offense.
No,
I want
I agree.
defense too.
Both sides of the ball, assuming guys are healthy, I play everybody except for Nick Chubb. He's the only one I don't need out there.
Do you guys think would you be upset if the Eagles play their guys and the Browns don't?
Oh, I'd be pissed.
Yeah, and now they only have 3 preseason games, so we have to throw that out there where the Browns have 4.
Right.
But yeah, I think I would be
But
pissed.
the Browns